Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, this is the What He Wants Relationship Summit. I am not Danielle Winningham, but I'm certainly honored to be here. If you are a replay viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and put replay in the comments. If you're here for the first time, put a 1 in the comments so we can show you some love. Just want to acknowledge you. And if you are not new, go ahead and share the broadcast. Sharing is caring. This is going to be an incredible conversation tonight. I'm so excited to be here. I have some special people with me tonight. Listen, we started off this morning, 9 a.m. It was amazing. It was an amazing conversation. In the morning, we are doing the wisdom from wives. So you want to tune in if you're a woman who desires to be a wife. Make sure that you tune in so that you can get connected with some nuggets, some tidbits that you probably need to prepare to be a wife. But listen, that's not why you're here. You are here to hear from the men that are going to share what he really wants. Now, I say every man is different, so you have to get to know the man that you have. But what I found is that there are some basics. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? But there's some very basic things that are common amongst men. And listen, he's going to talk about it tonight. The difference between a man and a male, a good man and a male, a real man and a male. So stay tuned for that. But I'm excited to be here. I'm Tisha Marie Johnson, founder and CEO of Your Love of a Lifetime, helping you manifest true and lasting love. I'm excited to be here for this very first of its kind, What He Really Wants. Relationship Summit. So I'm excited. I'm going to share the broadcast. I'm going to allow my co-host, the lovely Miss CJ Austin. She's going to introduce herself and make sure that you share the broadcast. Share it to a group. Share it to your page. Share it with someone that needs this information tonight. So again, thank you and welcome.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Now, I am so super excited about tonight. My name is Shaquanda CJ Alston. I am an accountant and owner of Johnson's Bookkeeping and Tax. With business owners such as yourselves, you guys hired me to take care of your financial planning. You guys hired me to help you secure this funding that is coming down the pipeline. So super excited to be here. You all know what to do. Share out the broadcast. We are here. We are ready to learn what it is that men want. Oh, I absolutely have to thank Coach Danielle Winningham for helping us get our life together. And also to thank the one, the only, my sister. Yes, the relationship coach, Tisha Marie, for this amazing opportunity. So, guys, do not watch us. We want you guys to listen. We want you guys to participate. We want you guys to share this out. So super excited. Thank you, T.
Awesome. Look, I gotta give a shout out to my sisters because they holding it down in the chat, in the background, in the Zoom room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have the best sisters in the universe. I'm so excited and happy to be a part of this awesome and incredible community. Again, shout out to the best coach on the planet, Danielle Winningham. Thank you, Coach, for allowing me to be here. So let me say hello and then we're going to get it started. Hey, D. Hey, Marnie. Thank you guys for sharing and thank you for starting watch parties. Yes, secure this goodie bag. I know that's right. Let's see. Hey, Yvette. Hey, D. Thank you for inviting people. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, Marnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, if you're on Periscope, hey, I see you. Go ahead and share with your followers and also YouTube and especially Facebook. Go ahead, share the broadcast. We're going to get this conversation started. So listen, when I thought about doing this conference, one of the names that came to me first was actually this young man. Now, mind you, I only knew him through Facebook, didn't know him personally. We didn't have any mutual friends or anything, but I really appreciate the content that he shares. His posts are amazing, and he just kick it to you. So I was like, okay, let me be brave and have a conversation. I need to know first and foremost, is this dude real? You know, so we scheduled to have a conversation. He took time out of his busy Saturday one day a couple months ago and said, "Yeah, call me." And man, that first conversation, Omar, and I don't know if I told you this, that first conversation, it was so divine and it was amazing because I was in a space and a place you didn't know because you didn't know me from Adam. And you spoke to a lot of the things that I was dealing with at the time. And I don't know, there was just a connection. And I was like, okay, this is going to work out pretty well. So, fast forward, we rescheduled our date and moved things back. And, we were in the midst of pandemic and all that. And so over the months, I've had an opportunity to kind of have an inside and outside view. And, hey, ladies, he's a good dude. So listen, I told you that the men that are coming, I know that most of them are not married. Now, know their relationship status because just because you're not married doesn't mean that you're available if he chooses to share that. I don't know if he will. You'll find that out. But I would like to welcome. He is an author. He is a relationship coach. Just a really good dude. Really good dude. There's so much I could say about him. One of the things, this book, you want to get this book. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. But Omar, go ahead, greet the people, tell them who you are and what you want them to know.
Hey, what's going on? Omar Speaks in the house. I want to thank you first and foremost for letting me come on the show. Everybody's not ready for the raw, but I appreciate you just having me out here. It's an honor, it's a privilege. You have no idea. And yeah, I mean, this lady reached out to me, and all jokes aside, I really, truly enjoyed the conversation, and it was a great place. It was a great thing, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, she reached out and asked me to do something. I said, no problem. I got you. Just let me know. No problems. Just let me know. I like to help any way I can to get you to your destiny. So just let me know what you got going on. So yeah, but
Awesome. And so, I said I was going to purchase this book because I believe in, supporting fellow authors, especially in relationship coaches, because listen, we don't know everything. And, him being a man, me being a woman, we look at things from different perspectives. So I wanted to see what he was talking about in this dating with a destination. Now, not that I didn't think I would learn anything or it would be extraordinary, but I'm telling you, when I picked the book up and I actually started reading it, I couldn't put it down. And it's one of those things, it's a book and journal. So you have to ask yourself some hard questions. We say over here, you got to have the hard conversation. So Omar, tell us what led you to the path of becoming one who is a relationship coach, who
wow.
shares with others, how to get their love life, dating life, single life together.
Well, that it was a journey. It was a journey. I was a spiritual advisor for quite some time, and took a step out of it and started to work on me. And in the process of doing a lot of personal growth and self awareness and checking on me and looking at a lot of stuff, and just exploring and learning and knowing me, because it was something that I learned a long time ago. It was a saying from a general from Asia, that is, to know thy enemies and know thyself. And I say, when I think about it, sometimes we make the mistakes because we actually battle ourselves. We're our own worst enemy. So I said, maybe I need to get to learn me. So in the process of getting to learn me, I began to see some things that I really needed to work on that I didn't like. And that journey led me to actually start dealing with other people. People would come to me and ask me certain questions about life, but I always had a knack for relationships because I just love. Them 80s and them 90s, that R&B, that real R&B, not that stuff they got now, but that real R&B where,
Right.
brother begging for a sister with a boom box over his head saying, come back to me, that type of stuff. So that type of stuff, kind of got me. And then, when I start to really learn more about looking at the smaller picture or just looking at something, I was able to see the bigger picture. I'm sorry. And it kind of helped me with that because I did counsel as a spiritual advisor on a lot of fronts. And I was pretty in depth and I really didn't pull any punches when it came to either side. And so I learned through just being fair. Once you get a real good understanding, you begin to have a better observation of both parties. But the main thing that really drew me was I got tired of seeing my sisters being hurt. I got tired of my sisters getting game ran on them. And then of course I got tired of seeing my sisters going from one situation to another situation to another situation without healing and finding out why they keep making the same mistake over and over. Because in life we arrive in levels and stages. And if we don't arrive in those levels and stages, we're just going through the same cycle, repeating it, causing nothing but damage to ourselves. So I'm just kind of at a place where I want to make sure my sisters get everything that they need. And is there any way that I can help them? Hey, I want to be able to be that conduit to make sure that they get everything that they need from the divine and do what they got to do to get to their purpose.
Wow, that's incredible. And you certainly do help the women get themselves together. One of the things about the book is, when you think about dating, so you're like, okay, I'm going to date online, I'm going to date in person. We're in the middle of the pandemic, so it's not really a lot of face-to-face stuff going on. So the average person might think, okay, he's going to give me some tools and some tips for dating. But you kind of put a twist in there for most people in that it's not about the outer person, it's the inner person that you need
Correct.
to really know and discover. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, if you don't know yourself, how do you expect your mate to love you? If you don't love yourself, how do you expect your mate to love you? And those are the two things that we don't do. We don't know ourselves and we don't allow our mate to know us because we're too busy trying to hold stuff in. I was having a conversation earlier with somebody today, and as they were talking to me, they were telling me that they were taught to hold stuff in and take it to their grave. But at the end of the day, you got to remember you're with a mate. This is your teammate. This is your ace. This is your ride or die. So if this is that person that's in your life, you have to learn how to share. So when you begin to, share within yourself the faults and accept you for who you are and love you for who you are and admonish and just be like, you know what, this is what I need to work on. This is what I need to do. I need to grow. I need to evolve as a person. And when you do that, the vibrational levels that you put out change. So you're not accepting and bringing in the same thing in which you were. You begin to attract what you need and not just what you want. And so I think that at this point in stage, this point in the game, a lot of during this COVID era, I think that most women have the opportunity to learn them, but I also think that they have the opportunity to talk to the man. See, this is where he just can't come pick you out and you guys do that surface stuff. Y'all got an opportunity to make this man talk to you, like really get in there and have some real words and have a real diehard discussion. Because if you can get to the substance of him, there will be no surface junk going on. You know, let's be clear. That's what it is. Because most guys, they look at a woman, they objectify her before they even get a chance to even understand who she is. She got a great body, she got a great face, or, she got this or she got that. But if you don't love you, you won't know your worth. And if you don't understand your worth, how can you communicate that to a man that wants to be with you? Or how can you communicate that to a male who doesn't need to be in your space? And I notice I said man and male because there is a difference. A man knows what he wants to do with you. A male's going to go ahead and play with you. So you got to know the difference between the two.
Did he say circus, ladies and gentlemen? Did he say that? Did he say circus? I love it. I've never heard that before, but it makes so much sense. So how many of us we're like, okay, we don't have these kind of conversations, We're just like, we want the representative. So it's amazing. I mean, that was, I don't know about, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but what do you guys think, y'all in the audience? I just know I never heard of a man say it in that way, like this circus chatter. Like they really do want to know really about you. They don't want your counterfeit. They want the real you. I mean, and that's what they're saying, and that's so profound. I never heard it that way. The
Well,
circus
well,
that was,
well, for
yeah, that
me,
was
it's real
pretty.
simple. Like a woman can't talk to me. If it's just, if you're going to talk about Greenleaf or something that you've seen on TV, you're not gonna catch my attention. It's just not gonna work. You got to have some substance, really, for real. And if you want, if you want to go to the circus and see the clown show, keep buying them tickets because I ain't that dude. I need something a little bit more. I need some real good conversation. Let's talk about some documentaries. Let's talk about some, social media dilemma, documentaries, some real stuff that's going on that's affecting your mind, your body, your spirit, and what's going on pretty much down the line. But a lot of women do not really have those conversations because, of course, you go to work, you come home, and you want to decompress. And some of the stuff that you decompress to becomes kind of your addiction and becomes some of your addiction. It becomes your verbiage. And when it becomes your verbiage and you're talking to this man's going to be like, okay, that's all you got. That's all you watch on TV. You don't have anything else. You're watching reality shows all day long. I mean, you don't have nothing to talk about. So we're just going to sit up here and talk about little stuff. We're not going to get to the fact that, as a child, you went through trauma of being beat by somebody, and that's the reason why you don't like for a man to raise his voice at you. We're not going to talk about the simple fact that, a man that you argued with grabbed you one time, and whenever a person jumps in a certain way, it makes you clench up. And this man doesn't know this. So therefore, when he does something, if he just even jumps a certain way, you're sitting up there freezing up because you have not had the conversation and let him know, hey, from my heart to yours, if you could not please jump a certain way because A, B, and C happened when I was a child. And I still struggle with that today. But you're too busy worried about what happened on Greenleaf or what happened on Power or what happened on P Valley. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But
well, I guess let me ask you this question. It's very good you say that, but at the same time, at what point do I tell you my childhood traumas? Because I have to trust you for that.
good
I don't
job.
have I like Power. I want to have a conversation with Power, but I also, I want to have a conversation about sports. But what do you say to I just meet you and I'm telling you about just spitting it all out, telling you about all my traumas? You're gonna say, okay, she
Oh no,
crazy.
I don't want all your traumas on one day. No, I don't need that on one day. But I mean, yeah, let's start out with some real good, simple conversation. How was your day? And keep it moving that way. And then let's learn each other while we earn each other. Betty Wright, y'all know that song. You know how it go. You got to learn and earn them as they go. So as you're learning this person, you're learning slowly the type of things that they talk about. But I'm talking about like 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, y'all should not be having these regular conversations. Now, out the gate, you can have surface conversations because you're supposed to learn what each other likes, what you watch, and have an understanding. But, some men aren't going to watch certain things and some women ain't going to watch certain things. But you do have to find a show that you guys can come together and watch so you can have some type of things in common. So, it's, if you're going to have shows, have some shows that's in common. That's all I can say. Or do some things that you can have in common. Go to a winery, go catch a movie or something. Sporting events, I tell the fellas, okay, it's nice to go to a sporting event, but you're trying to learn this woman, you're trying to understand this woman. So in sports, you can go back and watch again. You need to live in the present. And if you're going to live in the present with this woman and understand this woman, that's cool because you can always go back to ESPN and watch that game. Just like they can always go back to somewhere else and watch that rerun. But when you live in the present with that person, learn that person, get to know this person.
Woo! See, y'all see why I like this guy. He's a pretty good dude, right? Because
I know a
in
little
the
bit, just a
comments,
little
they
bit.
blowing you up in the comments like,
I can't even.
wow.
I'm trying to see the chats. I'm like I can't see them like I want to, but you know, it's okay.
Awesome, awesome. So again, you guys, thank you so much for being here. This is the What He Really Wants Relationship Summit. I'm Tisha Marie Johnson. For those who do not know me, I'm excited to be here. I have my sister and co-host, Miss Shaquanda CJ Austin, with me. She not my sister by blood, but we are blood related. Somebody get that next week. But I'm thankful that she's here with me. And also, our special guest tonight is Mr. Omar Bogan. He is sharing about what he really wants, and he's an author, probably best-selling author. Didn't you reach the bestseller list?
And you know what? I haven't looked. I
I
haven't
I
even
think I
looked.
saw it last time I went on Amazon. So, best-selling author, relationship coach, and as you can see, very down to earth. And so it's a great conversation. Listen, if you want to get in the Zoom room, because I think Omar is going to give us a couple minutes after we're done,
I am. I am.
um, you got to register so you can get in the Zoom room, bit.ly/he wants 2020, bit.ly/he wants 2020. It's scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And listen, you want to come back. I know day one has been amazing. I couldn't have put it together better. So I'm thankful and grateful to the Lord for, leading and guiding as to who should be a part of this. And I'm also grateful for my Coach Danielle Winningham. Thank you so much, Coach, for allowing us to share your platform tonight. So I'm really, really excited. We have some incredible things coming up this week. We're going to do some giveaways. My guest this morning, she donated 5 of her books. So we're going to give away her books at the end of the week. But listen, you have got to register and you must share the broadcast. That's the only way that you're going to get entered into the drawing. I talked to Omar. We're going to get some books from him as well. So listen, go to bit.ly/he wants 2020, register. Share the broadcast, and you'll be entered into the drawing for any one of the products that we get throughout the week. And we'll have some other announcements for you as well. But I'm excited to be here and thankful for this conversation. Has been good so far. So let's dive a little deeper. So,
Wait, Tisha, wait. I wanted to say hi because Omar said he couldn't see the
okay,
comments. I wanted to let him know that some of the
okay.
comments that are out there, you guys are lighting up the chat.
Uh-oh.
So, yes. Rose says, ladies, you're getting a reel of what a man wants. Listen up. Kamari, she said she's loving your views on relationships. She can barely watch TV, period. She reads books.
There's that question. Is he married? I don't
That was
know.
that question. I was
Omar is not married at the moment. Omar's not married. Omar's not married. He's not.
Omar's
All
not
right.
married at the moment. Now listen, you guys go register. bit.ly/he wants 2020 to get into the after party. Listen, we're not coming in the after party with no married. Is he married? And we want no foolishness, no foolery. Y'all gonna
Give
have
me
to
something.
call
Give me
in.
some real questions. Come on now.
Yes, yes, the man want real questions. He want real questions, okay? So, just joking. Y'all know I'm just playing with you guys. And Dion says, in order to get something, you got to give something. In order to live something, you got to go through something. Yes. Oh, that was hashtag Omar, hashtag Betty Right. I was
Amen.
not going to sing it. I was not going to sing that. Uh, yes, commonalities are important to building a friendship. So Omar, they lighten up. They're lighting it up. So guys, keep it going. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dee. Let's go on.
Mm.
Okay, so we talked about the woman and unresolved issues, or maybe issues that make her sensitive in the current relationship. Now, what about the man? How do men deal with their unresolved issues? Do they have mama issues, that kind of thing, or previous relationship issues?
I can be transparent on the mama issues. I can be transparent on that one. I mean, I know that me and my mom weren't close growing up, and it wasn't. It was kind of like after I had left home, and it was something that happened between us, and we didn't even speak for some time, but the mama issues were probably were kind of healed through a godmother that I came across, and actually, gave me that peace that I needed. So they do. I'm not gonna say men don't have mama issues. They do, because you got to remember the same men that are making you cry now, the same men that you're raising now. So I mean, you got some guys that just really they treated their mom not too good, and they really weren't close to their mom. But then you got some that were too close to their mom, and they want to marry their mom. So yeah, they do got mama issues. But how do you break it? That's a good one, because it all depends on the man. And but I've always been told that when the student is ready, the teacher comes. And most women, you may not like to hear these words, but You have to cultivate a man in order for him to do what he needs to do for you. Because a man is going to do exactly what he needs to do when he sees you. When he knows that you're the one and he wants to be with you, oh, he going to step to the plate. Case in point, Barack and Michelle. She knew what she had when she met him, but she cultivated that man. He rose to be president of the United States 2 terms. And off of that, when she left the White House, when they left the White House, she grossed 200 million off the book. That's a team effort. But you got to remember, she was the brains of the operation. She was a powerful woman, and you got to give a woman props. If you know, behind every successful man is a good woman, and that's just the truth of the matter. A woman can make or break a man any way, shape, form, or fashion. So, do men have mama issues? Yeah, they do. But in the process of having mama issues, that man has to grow up and be the best man that he can be for himself first, and then for the woman that's in his life. And then I think the other question was about was it relationships? What was it on? What you said. Relationship issues, correct? I
Yeah.
think you said.
Previous
Okay.
relationship issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I can okay, I can be transparent on that one. There was somebody that I dated, and of course, you know, in the process of going through it, um, you have your disappointments. You do. But the thing about it is most men don't do what they're supposed to do, and that's take time out to heal from it or take time to kind of like do a self-aware and really, you know, and they go in treating the other woman like the one that they had, and you're not supposed to do that. Most men don't have anybody to look up to because the old saying is, "Hey, man, to get over some old stuff, you need to go get some new stuff." And that's the slang that's been given to our men nowadays. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. We need to be able to have some mentors out here that these men can go to. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be that person to say, "Hey, well, they just need a spiritual friend." No, they need somebody that's just going to be real with them. They can be spiritual, they can be religious, but they need to be real with themselves first, and they need to be able to talk to that person on the level in which they're at, because not everybody's in the same place when you break up. Some people are at a very, 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 very low point. Some people are at a midpoint, but they have to be able to reach that person where they're at. And it's hard for men. Most men won't even go to the hospital to get a checkup, let alone going to get counseling. Now, I know for me, every every other year, I might go get a checkup just to see where I'm at, just to make sure I'm focusing on hitting on all cylinders, because I want to be the best that I can be. But that's just me. I believe in self care and self awareness.
Awesome. So Rose says, how long do you date someone before you go beyond surface conversations?
How long do I date someone before I go beyond substance conversations or
Surface.
surface conversations? That's a good question. Depends on the woman, because some women come out swinging with some good conversations. Some women don't. I would say you should be able to feel that man out. And I would say that if you're dealing with a male or a man. I mean, when you decide that you really want to be in a relationship with that man, and you feel that you are safe and secure, he's been transparent and trustworthy, then you move into the substance conversations. If they haven't shown those 4 components, then the answer is no. You kind of keep it surface, kind of keep it a little bit around the area of sports and what he did today, this, that, and the other, until he shows you that he's ready to be able to understand your heart, your mind, your spirit, and where you're trying to go.
Hmm. All right, we have another question from our audience. If you're out with a new potential partner, his phone rings, it's his female bestie. What should be going on at that moment? Should he send the calls to voicemail or introduce us via phone?
First of all, my phone's not going to be on, so it should be going to voicemail. But my phone should not be on a date, because my job is to give you full focus. And if you're going to meet my bestie should be met in person, because you need to. He needs to allow you the opportunity to read this woman, because even though she's a bestie might be hiding some feelings that you don't know about. And so
Right.
this woman should be able to have the right to read what she's dealing with, because besties do come in through the back door. Let's be real. Let's be clear. And this woman, if a woman understands what other women want, you can tell by the body language, how they slapping on them, how they talking to them, how they feeling on them. You can tell if this particular woman wants your man on the slide, and she's trying to slide in on the friend zone. Because if she's sliding in on the friend zone, guess what? She's going to be whispering in his ear things about the relationship, sabotaging it. And if that's the case, you ain't got no relationship. You got a situationship going on.
That's so true. So now this is one of the questions that I asked, and CJ, I want to ask him this while I'm thinking about it. One of the questions that we asked the man that we surveyed was, can your woman have a male best friend, or is that the role that you want to have?
No, she can have a male best friend because he better know the role that he plays, a best friend. Now, if I sense something different, we'll have the conversation with him there because I have no problem with saying what I need to say to him. We won't be relaying and getting secondhand information wrong. I'll say, hey, we just need to go out and have dinner, and he'll have no idea what's going on. And then I'll be like, let's chat. Because at the end of the day, you're my woman. And if I'm explaining to you, I don't feel something a certain way, and you're kind of bucking it, I'll give it about 20, 30 days. And then we'll say, hey, why don't we all just go out to eat? And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk to him man to man. And I'm gonna look at you. Say something if you want to, but I mean, this is a conversation between me and him because you want him as a best friend, but I need to know that I can trust him in times of where I'm not around, and he's not gonna try to do anything that's gonna damage what we got going on. Because I did have a situation like that where I did date somebody, and they really felt like they should have this one particular individual as a best friend, when in reality, this person had shown and proved over time that he really didn't want her in a relationship with anybody because he tried to even break up the marriage that she was in previously.
Wow.
So these are things that a man needs to be able to read, just like a woman needs to be able to read. A man also needs to be able to read. Have no problem with a man being a best friend. Know your role, know your lane, stay in it. We cool.
All righty. CJ?
Oh wow, that's a little that's a little different. That's a little deep.
You got to be
Yeah, yeah.
confident. A man's got to be confident within
Yeah.
himself.
He does. He does. You're absolutely right. So we have another question in the audience. Is if he says you're the one, do we allow him to process through it? And I don't know what through it means.
If he says you're the one, do we allow him to process through it? If he says you're the one, he can process through it, but you also have a right to put the timetable on it. The process shouldn't be 5 years. If he says you're the one, that means he has made that decision that you're the one. That means no other people are in play, no other parties are involved. He's focused on you, you're focused on him, and we are going towards that destination in which we said is marriage. And if that's where we're going, then he needs to be putting steps in place to let you know the direction in which you're going. But not only that, you need to make sure that he's sticking to that. So if he says, hey, we're going to be engaged within 6 months, that 6 month time span needs to be met. If he says, hey, we're going to be married in a year, then you know that you're doing steps to be married in a year. And these are things that you will have these discussions on. So monthly meetings need to be made between you two so you know which direction he's going. I understand you want a man to lead, but at the same time, he's leading. Make sure he's not leading you down a rabbit hole.
Well, her follow-up question is, and thank you for that, is without helping him, do we
What?
help him?
No, he's a man. He knows what he want to do. What are you helping him for? You don't need to help him process through it. If he says you're the one, he's already processed what he wants to do with you.
Okay, so you're gonna have to help us. Most of the women in here, we are not only business women, we are A-type women. We control. We want things. I mean, okay. So let me just say, we are business women.
Alphas.
We are definitely alpha
Come
women.
on, you alpha women.
But alpha women, even alpha women want to be submissive. Even we
Okay.
do want to feel like and let the man lead. So, but also sometimes we do feel like we have to help him through this process. Help us with
No. Alpha women are only submissive to two type of men: a sigma male and an alpha male. Anything under that, they're gonna run. You're gonna run a beta. You're gonna run a delta. You're gonna run a gamma. You're gonna run a zeta. You're gonna run all of them. If you're not, if it's not an alpha male that's matching your energy, it's gonna be a sigma male, which is on top of an alpha male. So that's the only way it is. If you got to help this person too, you got to coach him to the finish line. What you need him for? You ain't got to coach no man. A man knows he has to get up in the work and go to. He has to get up in the morning and go to work, right? Yeah, he has to get up and he has to call. He has to pay bills, right? He know when he wants some, right? So he should know when he want to take you to the altar. It shouldn't be that hard. This ain't rocket science. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to go. The direction is simple. If you say you're the one, this is the direction. Your job is to make sure that you're watching where he's going, that he's not leading you somewhere where you don't want to go. Because you have the right at any given time to say, hey, wait a minute, that's not what we discussed. You can correct the path, but your job ain't to walk the path ahead of him. Let him show you what he can do. And if he can't show you where you going, why you following?
Girl,
Ooh,
Deion Murphy, look, listen. Deion Murphy said you can hear pins drop. We are, yes, you are helping and preaching up in here. Like the questions are swarming in. Please, do we take more questions? What do we do? Do Morris have a question? Do we take more questions?
Y'all scaring me now.
so listen, ladies, if you have not registered to get in the Zoom room, because it's only going to get better. Okay, he being mild right now, but in the after party, you might want to get there. Bit.ly/, he wants 2020, bit.ly/, he wants 2020. And so listen, make sure that you're sharing this information. This and you also can see another reason why I felt like he'd be great for this conversation, because he's giving it to you straight, no chaser. Listen, you better be picking up what he's putting down, because he's putting it down for real. And that should alleviate some of that madness that y'all have been dealing with in the males. A man is clear. I've heard it expressed that when a man sees a woman, he know what he want to do with her, and he
That's a
makes that decision, and he takes it from there. But a lot of those other guys play games. So let me I want to go back to Jennifer's question. I'm not sure if you work with men or women um on a dating with destination. I've worked with batterers for years. My question is, how do you handle and support the domestic violence movement?
how do I handle and support the domestic violence movement? Really, I'm against domestic violence. My sister was a victim of it, but she actually fought back and she actually killed the individual that she was with. But it was self-defense. So definitely, I don't believe in a man beating on a woman at all. But I haven't done anything with domestic violence at this moment. Actually, I was supposed to be going to South Carolina for an event. I'm still debating on that, and it is actually a domestic violence event up in South Carolina. But I mean, I really feel that a man should know his place when it comes to dealing with a woman. A woman is not to be beat upon, touched under any circumstances. That is not in a loving way. And if you feel like you got to put your hands on it, you might need to go get some counseling. And any woman who is in a position like that, I'm not going to tell you to walk away. I'm going to tell you to run. And if you got to defend yourself, defend yourself. But you should never, ever be under any type of um, dictatorship where you feel like your life is in danger, your heart's in danger, your mind's in danger, your finances are in danger, your children are in danger. Anything is in danger in this situation. If you open your heart to a male should not be beating on you because of his insecurities. Period. In the discussion. I hope that answered her question.
Yeah, she said we need more men like you to support the movement. Thank you.
Hey, let me know
Awesome.
whatever I can do. If you got something that you want me to be on, let me know.
We are
Some
actually and our one of my sisters, Tamara, is a counselor that deals with traumatic situations. We're going to be doing something next month, so I would love to have you back
Okay.
for that conversation as well. And I don't know if your sister would be up to it. Maybe she might want to come and share as well. No, okay, okay.
I
Look, I
would
get
love
it.
to have my sister. And my sister's like, babe, boy, do your thing. So she support her little brother. So I love that about it. So, but
Got it.
yes,
All
can a
right.
man be
So
dedicated to a woman and not want to marry her? Yes, he can. He can be dedicated to her and not marry her. He can. You have a lot of people that do common law marriages, but a man can also be dedicated to a woman for a reason, season, or lifetime. Your lifetime people are going to be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your children. And the seasonal people are the person who comes in, for a reason, which might be sex or just for whatever. And then seasonal, cuffing season, possibly, or just because you may have come into a windfall of money, or they might just need a place to stay. whatever it may be, it still may be seasonal. So yeah, that would be, um, yeah, a man could be dedicated to a woman for those reasons.
Awesome. Our time is wrapping up. We still got a little bit of time. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. We'll try to answer as many as we can. If not, you got to be in the Zoom room so that you can ask a few more questions. Look, we're not going to keep him here overnight because, he's busy. He's an entrepreneur. He got stuff to do. But put your questions in the comments if you have any, and make sure that you're sharing this broadcast. bit.ly/, he wants 2020 to register for the after party. So let's see. We have another question. Your advice on having the conversation about finances. Good
The
question,
It's a
Sinedra.
very good question. Good, very good question. My question for, well, I would say the financial conversation should be had, but my first question to that person is, before you begin to talk about finances with him, my question is, how is his mental capacity? Have you guys gone to counseling first? And if you're going to do counseling on finances, or I mean, if you're going to do finances, I would actually have a financial counselor to give you guys an understanding of where you are and where you stand. Because if your credit is better than his, he's going to drag yours down. If his credit is better than yours, then you may drag his down. And you really want to make sure that you guys are on the same playing field or level playing field, or have an opportunity to at least do this in the best way possible that benefits both of you. So the conversation does need to be had. But when you say finances, also, I might want to wonder, like, does he make more than me? That type of thing, or is it just mixing of the finances? I really think that you should have one bank account. That's just me, because sometimes you can overspend in your separate bank accounts and want to pull from that main bank account, and something may suffer. But I think with you having one bank account, you're a little bit more attentive, more focused on what's going out and what's coming in, and there's no hidden agendas. Plus, you know where the money's going.
Woo! All right, CJ, I know that's your area. I know you're ready to chime in.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I wish this conversation came up in the beginning.
What? What?
No, because sometimes
You know what? Entrepreneur women, keep your business bank account. Let me back that up. Keep your business bank account, but the personal bank accounts, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, that was good. That's where I was kind of leading to. And then some men and women, it was just not good with money. So,
Okay.
But yeah, what you answer that question with the counseling.
Okay. Let me see what we got.
You know what?
Do you believe in?
Go ahead.
What did you say, CJ?
No, I was about to be messy. Go ahead.
Who am I?
Oh, okay. Do you believe in gender specific roles in relationship?
No, because I'll wash dishes, I will clean clothes, I will go to the store and get her stuff that she needs for that time of the month. So no, I mean, we're a team, we're one. So if we're one, you may come in and not feel like cooking, I will cook. It may be stir fry, it might be something different, but you gonna get some food. I'm gonna make sure I feed you. So yeah, I mean, clean the house. I mean, my house is pretty much immaculate, but but I think, yeah, hey, I believe having a clean house. But I believe in order too. So I don't think that, a man should just automatically think you're supposed to do the house and I'm not. No, I mean, she works just like you work. She moves like you're supposed to move. So since that's the case, she doesn't stay at home all day anymore. So you guys need to share the role.
Okay, so I'm about to be messy because I think
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting on that. It's
every
always
answer,
one.
yes, every answer you said was like the perfect answer, and we all over here like, wow, well, wait, we're trying to figure out, hey,
Do we
why
have a
you?
brother? Do we have
Yes,
an uncle?
yes, and why you got
Where's
married?
daddy?
And
Well, no, we don't want to
Oh
hear
my God.
I'm gonna ask you. Okay, what's wrong with you, Mr. Omar? Because
Who said something wrong with me?
wrong with you because you just said all these right answers. You have like an A+100. What? All the men who say everything right 90 days and 91 days, they be crazy. Right.
Wow, is that what y'all think? Well, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Am I pursuing someone? I am in the midst of pursuing someone. Yes. Divorced. Yes, that was back in 2012. Um, am I crazy, deranged? No, but I have been through enough in relationships to know what the hell to do and what not to do. So that's one thing. And then, of course, I have seen sisters that have gone through some things. I have counseled a lot of sisters that have gone through some things and helped them have a better life. So that's the reason why Omar can talk the way that he's talked, because he has seen some things, done some things, been there, done that. So it's not that there's something wrong with me, because of course there's plenty of them that come. But guess what? I can't sample everybody's Kool-Aid, because some of that Kool-Aid will kill you.
Well, you ain't lying about that. So that yes, I
Shut
must
up.
say, yes, you did answer me back. I'm gonna go ahead and digress. But you know what are we talking about? Not all men are like this. And so we like, well, where
I'm
are
the
the men who
unicorn.
like this?
I'm the unicorn, even to the
I
point
can
where
tell.
yeah, I mean, even even I don't have a child, so of course that's even worse because I get that too. But I mean, I'm some men are just, and there are men out there like me. The question
Yeah.
is where they're at, and the problem is it's far and few between, because not many men are self-aware like me.
Yeah.
They're just not. I had some pretty good mentors after I left home at 16 that actually took time out to pour into me at a very young age. And when you have people pour into you, it takes time for it to catch up. It's just because I was out of school and on my own so early. I had some real men pour into me. And by the time I made it to 25, 30, I probably was thinking like I was 40 anyway. And if you look at me now, I probably think like I'm 60 when it comes to certain things, because I just believe in a lot of common sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And if we in a relationship and you do something that's left, I'm just gonna say, why? If you want to come to me and date me, my first thing I'm gonna ask is, what is your why wanting to date me? What is that? What is it about me that what's your why? So yeah. You learn from the past relationships to get to the right, to get it right and know what, yeah, this is true. This is very true.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Marnie.
Okay, now that you answered and shut me up, how can we follow you and Facebook and all of
I
that?
didn't did I shut you up? I didn't want to shut you. Did I shut
You
you up?
did. That's
But
right. You did
listen,
it.
before we even go there, ladies, what you need to understand is if you want a man like you hear Omar, the qualities and characteristics, that means that you have to have spent some time with yourself, getting yourself together, healing
Mm,
yourself, and you get help in the healing process because you're not going into a relation. You're not even going to attract him if you haven't done the healing work. So when you look at it and say, well, where is this kind of man? You got to understand that you attracted the kind of man that you got. Now, if you mad about what you attracted, then you're the person that can do something about that. So you want to begin to do that work on you. We talked about it this morning. You got to
mm,
spend that time,
mm,
cultivating you, and what is that relationship with with God or whoever you call him. What is that relationship like? Because you definitely want to be led. Because yeah, you can meet a guy that's saying all the right things, but yes, behind closed doors can be a monster. We see this every day.
yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're in tune, that you have perfected or matured your discernment so that you're not being fooled, that you're not. And then the other thing, I just have to say this, ladies, quit ignoring the red flags. Omar, you want to talk about red flags?
Woo, my goodness. I've learned that there's black flags, but with the red flags that go on, I mean, ladies need to realize that if this guy is showing you signs of anger for no reason, he can't keep his finances right for anything. If he has a way of just dealing with women in just a extra flirtatious way, these are flags you need to really you need to consider. I mean, even to the point where, I mean, when it comes down to some people, some guys, they will nowadays. I think women don't understand. Men will let you meet their family while you're in rotation. And I have to say that again, men will let you meet their family while you're in rotation. So you really need to realize, you need to watch family and watch how, he brings you around family. Because if he's not bringing you around family that frequent, maybe one or two times, there's somebody else has been in the picture. So there's a lot of red flags that go on, and you just have to pay attention to them. Being inconsistent, not taking your time as valuable. He say he gonna come see you, and Negro don't show up for about a day or two. Red
with
flag.
no
No,
explanation.
and not even an explanation. He just come in like he just told you he was just coming over that day. That's a problem. Black flags would be pretty much like he putting his hands on you, or if he ain't putting his hands on you, he going through your social media to see who you dealing with. He wants your password so he can contact dudes up in your thing talking about don't be contacting my woman, them type of things. Which I've had a friend of mine who actually has experienced that. So, I mean, these are black flags to me because if a dude is reaching out to me through your Facebook or through your DMs or something like that, or your text message, I said that's a problem because that means you have no control of your life. He does. So you have your red flags and you have your black flags, but women, let's just make some mature decisions on where we want to go, how we want to get there, and who we want to finish with.
That's really good. We have a
What?
question. What are some good vetting questions and answers to want to date? So
Oh,
now he's
that's
not gonna give away all the goods
um.
again.
You know what?
Come
I
on
will
to
give.
the Zoom.
Okay, okay. We'll hold on to the room.
No,
We'll
you
hold
can
on
give
to
him some.
the I would ask him what was his worst childhood memory. I would ask, what was the hardest thing that he had to deal with as a child? And that'll be the first one. And then the second one that you need to ask him is, did he heal from that? And then I would ask him, what is the hardest adversity he's faced as an adult, and how did he handle that? Because this to kind of give you a spectrum from the first situation to now. Did he falter in the first one and still hasn't risen in the second one to be a better man, or is he still doing the same thing, regressing back to that young boy, and he does it as a male? He's regressing back. Is he that guy who, well, it really wasn't my fault. It was this person's fault. And he didn't take blame for it. It was really his fault because at the end of the day, you make a choice to be a better man. If you're not going to be a better man and you're not going to take action and be responsible for whatever happened to you and be better and grow from it, why would you allow that man to drag you into a relationship situationship with you?
Wow. Wow. And you, it reminds me, I got a story. It reminds me. Um, that is really key because you got to ask, and I say the hard questions
Hmm.
because a lot of times we feel like we're treading, in uncharted territory, or in a way that we shouldn't. But especially if you're having a conversation about spending your future with somebody, you've got to know the kind of traumas, you got to know the kinds of things, the challenges, because look, I don't want to be on repeat. Just like I wouldn't want anything that I consider unresolved issues or something traumatic from my
Hmm.
past. I wouldn't want that to hinder my future relationship. So, it's about asking the hard questions. I love it. Creflo Dollar did a video. I haven't seen the whole series, but he's like, you ask 1,000 questions and you don't be afraid to ask the hard questions. So, we ain't gonna go there, but I'm just saying there are a lot of questions, and if you find yourself not wanting to ask certain questions, that's your issue. It's
Hmm.
not theirs.
Yeah. I mean, I think women need to realize you're dealing with men, not males. And if you make a guy feel very uncomfortable by asking questions, you're dealing with a male. It's just that simple. A man has no problem if he's really engaged and wants to be with you. He's going to answer questions. I don't care. You ask him, like, if a woman asks me, hey, how come you're not married? I'm not married because I just haven't met that particular individual after a divorce. I divorced in 2011. It's 2020 now. So I've taken time to heal, grow, evolve as a person. And the person I was in 2012, I'm definitely not that person now. I mean, I was good. I would say I look back and say, yeah, I was good in 2012, but now it's a whole different ballgame, a whole different beast. And because of that, it's gonna take one hell of a woman to deal with me mentally and emotionally.
All right, y'all heard it. Don't come half stepping, step into him. Uh, Jennifer said, great questions, and I can run a criminal history. Listen, so Jennifer and I are both in law enforcement, so we know what that looks like. And listen, you better be
Oh my
asking some
God.
questions and trying to figure out how is he an NCIC. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
No, no, you know what? You're absolutely right. You are. You are. You are. I mean, nowadays you have to be, because you have to look at for the
Yeah.
fact, because some men are nowadays, I mean, and it's sad because you got some men who are probably getting close to women just dating them to traffic their daughters. You got some men who getting close to women just to get at their sons. So I mean, you have to really know, even, I would be very weary of a guy who was in prison if I was a woman, because number one, if I got a son, I don't care if you're dead society or not. We got to look at the future together. And what he sees is what he bees. And I don't know how your behavior was. And with a prison mentality, not 100% people actually recover from the things that they endure in jail. I don't care how good of a person you are, you just don't. I've got partners who have been to jail and they still haven't recovered from things that they experienced in jail.
Wow. Wow. Ola said, men show you who they are, but if you're not paying attention, because you're only looking at the surface, pay attention. That's good stuff, Miss Ola.
That is true. Because
Definitely.
I definitely tell women, when you look at me, don't look at the package. You better look at the person. You're going to miss a lot of stuff.
Jennifer said on the state level too. Yes, indeed. So, you guys,
You better check Interpol nowadays.
ooh, okay. It's a whole lot we need to
Hey,
check.
man, man, man,
And,
man.
and not be ashamed of it, because listen, it's your future. It's your future. It's your life. It's your body, all of
You,
that. And you got to be a good steward over what you've been given. Now, I know that the relationship experiences that I have equipped me for where I am today. But if I could have done it different, I
mhm,
would have chosen to do it differently. However, I believe that your pain has purpose. And so understand what that pain is, heal that pain so that you can walk in your purpose. And not only that, your pain should pay you. So, if you don't know how to make your pain pay you, whatever that pain looks like, you need to join me by going to bit.ly/free women 2020. We are doing certifications in 12 different areas. Learn how to take that experience, everything that you've gone through, your passion, so that you can become a certified coach and you can set your business up in such a way where that pain begins to pay you. Ladies, stop doing stuff for free. Stop expecting stuff for free, because when you go to bit.ly/free women 2020, I know one of my sisters is going to put it in the link in the comments, that you will understand that again it has purpose in your life and you need to invest in yourself. There is an investment, but for the education that you're going to get, there's no comparison. So bit.ly/free women 2020, you can get that certification in 12 different areas. Of course, relationship is there, but I'm not mad if you don't want to be a relationship coach, a passion coach, a spiritual coach, a business coach, a life coach, fear fighting coach, health coach, exit coach, just to name a few. If you want to retire with real estate, we got the queen of real estate. It's going to teach you how to get that knowledge that you need so that you can make up the difference. Because listen, if Jennifer were on, she would say, that job is not going to make you rich. So you've got to do something else. You've got to be putting your hands to do something else. bit.ly/free women 2020. Come on, sign up with us, get that certification so that you can take your life, your business to the next level. Listen, we are basically out of time. This conversation has been so great. I'm excited for the feedback, and we have some more comments. We'll get those comments to you. Divorce will make you change your whole outlook on life. You never want to experience that type of hurt or pain again. Yeah, and especially if you make the mistake and marry the same kind of person and experience it all over again. You want to make sure that you connect with someone to help you through those issues so you're not on repeat. You're not on the merry-go-round. You want to make sure that you're getting the help that you need. And if you could do it by yourself, you would have already done it. So connect with someone. I listen, I'm cute, but I might not be your cup of tea, and it's all right. But I do have a course coming up to help you manifest the right man. And please understand that a lot of that behind the scenes work that we're going to do is going to be on you. And we're having conversations such as these so that you begin to understand what a real man looks like and what they want. Omar, sir, thank you so much
Thank you for
for
having me. Thank you
being
so
here
much.
tonight. I'm excited. We're going to go in the Zoom room in a few minutes, but any closing thoughts, CJ, and then we'll give Omar the last word.
Oh my goodness. I can't thank you all enough. Two relationship coaches sitting here, helping us to get our life right from both a female and a male perspective. I am so honored. I am so humble. I wish I would have known you guys way back when, before I didn't manifest crazy and deranged. 'Cause, that's what I was just trying to tell y'all on the slick. That's what I manifested. So now y'all have helped me. So I ain't got to do that no more. I am so, so, so super excited. So I'm just elated. I can't wait. I would just want all of us, because we just need to get our lives together, right? It's been amazing. We need to go and register now so we can go to the after party. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. bit.ly/. He wants 2020. If I know Tisha Marie, she is. She may come on with the ones and twos. We're gonna have a real party. So we're gonna go in with the after party and get us the real tea.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So come on, guys. Come on over there. Thank you so much, you two. It's been amazing.
Omar.
Ladies, all I want you to do this year for the rest of the matter of fact, from today, make this a year proclamation for you. I want all you ladies that are on here to do this for me. I want you to embrace you. I want you to engage yourself. I want you to enhance yourself that you can evolve and be a better you. So if y'all can do that for me, I promise you next year this time, you'll probably be looking at the world in a whole different way. I'm good.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much. Thank you all. If you haven't shared the broadcast, or even if you did, listen, you've heard something that needs to be shared again. Go ahead, share the broadcast with someone. Go to that link, bit.ly/. He wants 2020, so you can come on for the after party. And listen, join me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My coach is speaking tomorrow. And we're going to have a conversation again, wisdom from wives, so you can get it from the woman's perspective. Those that have been there, done that, got the cookie t-shirt and the trophy to prove it, but they're going to share with you how to have long lasting love. You don't stay married 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 40 plus years and not learn something along the way. So come on back for that conversation. And then tomorrow night, we'll have another awesome gentleman coming to share with us tomorrow night. So again, thank you so much. I'm honored again. Coach Danielle, thank you so much for allowing us to be on this platform. Listen, guys, go ahead to that link and give me a second so I can send you the information so you can get in the Zoom room. But I'm excited about this, what he really wants, relationship summit.
I'm so
And
proud of you, by the way. I'm so proud of you about
oh,
this conference. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So listen, you guys, I'll see some of y'all in a minute. Others of you, I'll see you tomorrow. All right.